Good morning and welcome to our Facebook Live. We are in the CBS studio with Apropos and their amazing chefs. Tim and I are just taking it all in right now.
That's right. We're here with Chef Carlos Gomez, Chef KIRAN Putnam, and there was a helper over there. He just disappeared. We'll bring him in here in just a second. So we're talking about, first off, the fact that this is a restaurant that's in the Marriott Waterfront Harbor East. Not your typical hotel restaurant, Chef Carlos.
That's right. As I mentioned before, we wanted to really, when we opened this restaurant, we really wanted to give that feeling, that perception that we're going to be true to ourselves and be local and use local ingredients, and really wanted to, emphasize that we're going to change our menus more often, and also tone things down a little bit where we can scale down the menu just small enough to where we can make everything great. We want to really to put quality into the fold. And, that's what we brought KIRAN on board. I think he came at a great time where we're actually in the plans right now. And I thought he really embraced the vision that we had and really came up with some great dishes. The whole team support him as well. But that's his baby, and we really want to emphasize that we want to really change our menus very often and really showcase a lot of beautiful ingredients that come up throughout the year. Okay. You should not have certain ingredients that are not in season in your menu. We really got to move away from that and educate our guests too, because now people are more into cooking. They know, our guests know more than years ago. Facebook and all this social media, they read, they're really educated, and they challenge the chefs, and it's our job to really throw it back and say, look, we can, really come up with these items and really put this into perspective where we can say, healthy, seasonal, fresh, and and like this, the egg, the crab meat, why does it have to be always crab meat? We can do a lot of things with egg and using the local ingredients and really celebrate that part of the menu. But while I'm doing this egg, I'll let KIRAN talk about his dish as well, which is just amazing looking dish. Look at that. I mean, just the colors are just popping out there. So I'll let him explain that a little while I plate that.
All right. Here I'm cooking one of my favorite dishes, shrimp and grits. So I know it's all-time favorite, but here I put unique twist to our shrimp and grits at our Apropos restaurant. You see on the bottom of the plate, it's pumpkin puree, which is in the season right now. So I used pumpkin with grits and shrimp. It's very unusual combination, but it works pretty good. And if you see this salad right here, it's an Apropos mixed green salad. It's very unique to our restaurant. We work with a lot of local farmers. They bring very unique ingredients just for our restaurant. You see heirloom carrots, red ribbon sorrels, mixed greens. It's all organic. And you have some watermelon radishes right here. It's very unique to taste and very unusual. You don't find it very often either in supermarkets or any other restaurants. And one more thing I want to talk is the sunflower sprouts. And these sunflower sprouts, we do it ourselves in our restaurant. Okay. So we bring sunflower seeds, we have a process, we put some water, sunflower seeds, and we grow these sunflower sprouts ourselves. Wow. And we use this as a garnish. So that's
very fresh.
Very fresh, and it's very unique. I think we all need to come to Apropos, experience this unique experience. And I think we really put, as Chef said, seasonal, local, and again, Baltimore flair in all our dishes.
Okay, so you guys are open 7 days a week at Harbor East at the Marriott. With all these dishes, I know you probably have some other seasonal dishes on the menu as well.
Right. We are Harbor East. We are the big boy in the block. We're a big hotel. We're a conventional hotel, basically. So we call it a big house or big block. Can you use a lot of local ingredients doing massive amounts of numbers of people? Probably not, but that's why I go back to saying the restaurants will really find the opportunities to use all these local ingredients, And as time evolves, I think it's just going to get more and more, where we're doing that in banquets as well. We change the menus for doing massive amounts of buffets and things like that, to do more stations and more unique ways of doing the menu. Instead of doing all these big spread, now we do a risotto station using herbs, local stuff, the crab meat, things like that could be done in different stations for a big party. We do that all the time. So we kind of shifted away from what used to be to now where we can really tap into all this, farm to table movement, basically. It's a movement, basically.
I have to ask you, because you plated this up while we were talking to Chef KIRAN. This is a potato hash?
Yes.
Okay, potato hash, and then you put on a biscuit over there, you put the eggs with crab meat?
That's right.
Wow.
So, again, This is actually on our lunch menu, and you know when Kira and I were talking about building this thing, I said, why don't we do an egg item? You know, you see omelets sometimes that's very popular. The egg deviled eggs are everywhere. I mean, it's very trendy. I said, let's come up with a nice scramble. We call it the Maryland scramble, basically. And we came up with a nice. I mean, we serve it with fries. We can use it. And this time we use the potato hash. I think it was just a different version of the hash that normally gets a little bit squashed and it's mushy and stuff. This one we kind of made it more fresh.
Okay.
You can see the ingredients just by looking at them. They're not mushed together and they look very fresh and vibrant. And I think again here's where the farm comes into play. You know, they give us all these beautiful ingredients to play with, and you know we have our local purveyors that bring us a truck every month, and we go in the truck and they bring all this weird stuff like baby kiwis.
Baby
you don't even know.
kiwis.
Yeah, you don't even realize that they're out there, but it's about education, and our guests are more educated now than they ever before. Now everything is out there. It's in the cycle. Everything's trendy. You know, short ribs, you see that everywhere now. You don't see filet ribeye anymore unless you go to a steakhouse. But that used to be the law. You gotta have a steak. You gotta have this. Not anymore. Now we can do whatever we want. Short ribs used to be a cheap item. All the chefs started to make all these different things, and of course we raised the price. But people win there because we're making that movement. We're actually helping the economy source because we're using now other items besides the status quo what used to be the staple items on the menu. That is no longer the case. You know, grits, remember grits? Only breakfast, only in the South.
Yeah.
Now, see it everywhere. Great cakes, cheese with shrimp. I mean, who would have thought those things, you know? So we're just kind of moving away from a whole different direction. I think, you know, we've done a great job with doing things like that. And like I said, Kiran comes at a great time for us to be doing all these different, ideas and fresh eyes, new ideas. We never go back to, the way it used to be, right?
And Chef Kieran, you've been here in Baltimore for a month, right?
Yeah, I was born and raised in India.
Okay.
I moved to Arizona in 2008, and I worked in Arizona till 2013. And from 2013, I moved to Virginia, worked with Gaylord National. Then recently, like a month ago, I started working in Baltimore waterfront. I'm very new to this Baltimore, but I'm always liked Baltimore food and Maryland food and stuff.
Yeah, and you're going to be changing it, sort of, with your fusion and whatever spin you guys put on. It's very exciting.
And as a chef, when you move, we travel quite a bit.
Yeah.
I lived in 9 countries myself. Wherever you go, if you don't embrace the city, you're not going to be there long.
Okay.
You just got to embrace the city, and you got to tap into what's there and make creations out of it.
Well, we thank you for bringing your taste to our city here, and very nice that you're down at Apropos at Marriott Harbor East. And who's your helper? Who's that?
That's my son Gabriel came to help us
Gabriel,
today.
okay.
And you know what? Talk about education. I think children also need to know these things. I mean, this guy can cook, actually, believe it or not. But he needs to be educated. And I think all students are looking to. I see a lot of kids are into food now, but they need to discover a whole new world that you can do a lot of fun things, but they have to be healthy.
Yeah.
And it's cooking. You gotta be patient, guys. You can't do great food in 2 seconds.
Right.
You
That's
gotta
true.
spend time, and I think these guys are great at social media and discovering new things. This is a great time for children to learn about food, I think.
Our future chefs.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you all for being here, and thank you for joining us on this CBS Baltimore Web Extra. And for Chef Kieran, Gabriel, Chef Carlos, and who are you?
Tracy sometimes.
We'll see you. Thank you.
Thank you.